Hi everybody, I'm Jonathan. I'm the Fitness and Wellness Coordinator for KPU Sport Rec. Today I'm going to take you through a 10-minute chair stretching session, and this can be a great way to kind of help lengthen all those muscles which tightened up from prolonged periods of sitting. So I know I just got into my chair, but let's actually get out of our chairs because there's a good chance you've been sitting down for a while. Let's stand up and we're going to use the chair for support. You're going to take your outside leg and just reach it behind the body. And now I want you to take your hips and I want you to push them away from the chair. Take that outside hand and reach up over your head and try to lean into the chair, again using the other hand for support. So you should feel this stretch anywhere along the arm, lats, shoulder, down through your torso and hips, and depending on where you're tight, you might even feel this down through your thigh into the knee. I find some people may feel this more depending on how they're kind of rotating and pushing their hips, so feel free to just play with the angle a little bit and see which one works for you. And now let's gently come on up. And we're going to switch sides, so just walk over to the other side of the chair. Again, beginning with the outside leg, reach it behind the body as far as you feel comfortable, and then push your hip away from the chair. You can use your arm for support, and then take that outside arm and just reach across the body. Take a few deep breaths, really try to relax the muscles. And if you want to gently maybe just push the hip, just kind of play with the angles and see if any direction of stretching feels better for you. We'll hold this for 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Perfect. All right, so just shake it out, just shake it out. And now you're going to stand up tall, and again, just place one leg in front of the body. And I just want you to do some gentle sweep throughs. So come on down, try to maybe touch the knee. And if you're more flexible, go from your knee to your shin. And some of you might be able to go all the way down to the ankle. Just be gentle. We're not super warm, so we don't really want to push those ranges of motion. We just want to give a little stretch to the muscles. So let's switch legs. And some gentle movement. Really trying to maintain a straight back as we do this. And so again, as I come down, try to keep your back as straight as possible. Some people may try to round and curve. So one more. Excellent. All right, I call this a chair stretching session, so let's get back onto the chair. I just wanted to warm up, move that blood around a little bit. It's kind of a good idea if you've been sitting down for an hour or an hour and a half or even longer to just get up out of that chair, do a bit of movement. That will help pump blood around the body, and these are all good things. So place one leg out in front of you, heel on the ground, toe pointed up, and we're going to do a very similar movement that we were just doing a moment ago. So now we're just going to hold a stretch, and you should feel this along the back of your hamstring. And take note of how the other leg is bent right now. This is how we sit down all day long, and the hamstring is bent. So the leg we're stretching, it's that opposite movement. And again, if we just try to focus on a little bit of stretching, maybe 30 seconds every hour. It can really go a long way, especially if we're repeating this throughout the day consistently. So that's good. Let's switch legs, straighten one leg out in front of you. You can have a bent knee if you like. And then again, try to maintain a straight back and just gently reach forward and feel that stretch all across the back of your hamstring or back of your leg. Focus on your breathing. And we'll hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, depending on the type of chair you have, you may be able to keep one hip on the edge of your chair. If you can't, then don't worry. You can come right off the chair and again, just use that chair for support. All right, so right here, I'm going to put one knee on the ground, and now in this position, I'm going to lean forward as far as I feel comfortable. And again, take that opposite arm up and reach across the body. And you should feel this anywhere all the way from your lats down into your hip flexor. And if you want to come off the chair and just use that as support, you might find you can actually push forward a little bit more. And we'll hold this stretch for 10, 6, 5, 2, and 1. So let's switch sides. And I'll be honest, with this chair, sometimes when I'm typing or working on the computer, I might even just hold this stretch and continue typing. And again, doing two things at once, getting that stretch, keeping working. So whatever you were doing on the one side, let's switch over to this side. Whatever is most comfortable. And then taking that arm and reaching across the body and leaning as far forward as you can or feel comfortable to. And let's focus on the breathing, trying to relax. Focus on that stretch. And we'll hold this for another 10 seconds. And 1. Excellent. All right, let's have a seat back on our chairs. Okay, so now let's stretch the upper body again. Sitting at your desk or hunched over textbooks, workbooks, whatever it might be, tends to lead to a lot of rounded shoulders and poke neck or forward head. And actually, you can tell how bad this might be on your body if you're in the car and you're driving. The head should be able to comfortably rest on the back seat of your car. So if you find that when you're driving, your head pokes forward a lot and you have a hard time placing your head on that backrest without looking up to the roof, then this stretch is going to be fantastic for you. So let's grab one side of the head and gently pull down towards the shoulder. And then you can even take the opposite hand and reach it behind the back with your palm facing the back wall. So palm facing away from you. And you should feel this all across your earlobe down into your shoulder through that upper trapezius. Not a bad idea to do this stretch maybe every hour, especially if you know that you have a tight shoulder girdle or tight neck complex. And now an extension of the same stretch. We're just going to take this position and now we're going to rotate the neck so that we're kind of looking down at the shoulder. And if you feel comfortable too, you can grab the back of your head and apply gentle pressure downwards. Tucking your chin in and really just going for that deep stretch in the neck. Let's hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll gently release everything. And then we can do a few shoulder rolls just to try to reset. And now we'll go for the other side. So grab the opposite side of the head, start gently and pull down towards the shoulder. And now you can take the opposite hand and reach it behind the body with the palm facing away from you. And you can also actively depress your shoulder. And you should feel that stretch all the way across from your earlobe down to your shoulder. And we'll hold this for another 5 seconds. And then we will add on to it by taking your chin and rotating it so that you're looking down at the floor. And now if you feel comfortable, grab the back of your head and tuck your chin in as you gently pull your neck down. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Focus on the stretch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently release. And let's do some backward shoulder circles just to reset. Forward shoulder circles. Some shrugs. Excellent. Okay, thank you everybody for joining me for this quick 10-minute chair stretching session. Please feel free to do any of these stretches at any point in the day. You don't have to take 10 minutes out of your day and do them all together. At the end of a workday, if you have just done a few of these, it's recommended that whatever stretch you're doing, you hold it for 30 seconds. So anything is better than nothing. Take some of these and try to do them on your own later on today, and then repeat that for the remainder of this week, and maybe you'll put that into your daily schedule. Thank you for watching, and please check out the rest of our content on our KPU Sport Rec at Home webpage. Lots of great stuff for you. Bye for now.